my name is Nicole and I'm starting this channel to help others living with an ostomy. Before I got my ostomy, I searched all over the internet, and in the process I came across Laura, or Ostomy Story, here on YouTube. I'll link her channel in the down bar. And she helped me gain a better understanding of what it's like to live with an ostomy by sharing her experiences. My goal of this channel is to help others like Laura helped me. In the beginning, an ostomy may sound like a very scary thing, and it definitely was for me, but I hope I can ease some fear and help you realize that it's not that bad. It's just another part of life. I got my first ileostomy in July of this year, but had a lot of issues, so I had a stoma revision just recently, a few weeks ago, in the beginning of October, and I haven't had it for very long, obviously, and I'm in no way an expert, but I figure my experiences may be able to help others who are going through a similar situation. If you would like to see a video of my story and what happened to me, how I got an ostomy, why I have it, just leave a comment and let me know, and I will definitely post that if you're interested. But this video is going to be an ostomy product review, Hollister versus Coloplast 2-piece appliance. I have used both of these for at least a few weeks each, and just wanted to give you a review on what I think of them, pros, cons, just different perspective, I guess. First, I'll start with Hollister, and this is a Hollister 2-piece appliance. This is their new Image line. I'll go piece by piece with this. The first part is the Wafer. Well, Wafer was what I call it. They also call it a skin barrier. And it looks like this. And this ring, it's flexible, but not like too flexible, where it'll fall off. And the back side of it has like a waxy material in the middle, and then it has tape around the borders, so it helps keep it on. And these are cut to fit, and these are 2 1/4, in case you're wondering the size. And you would cut along one of these lines depending on how big your stoma is. For me, mine never stayed the same size, or for very long at least, so I always use these measuring guides the Hollister gives you. They give you all different sizes, so if you pick a size that looks like fits your stoma, you could stick it on here. Okay, this one. Stick it right on here, and then with a marker, Sharpie, whatever, you could trace or outline the circle, and then you can cut it out from there. So that makes it a little easier. Another piece, when you put this on, Hollister makes these. They're the Adapt barrier rings, skin barrier rings, I think they're called. Yeah. You peel this off. Peel this off, you can take it out, it has a few layers, and you could stretch it. It stretches to fit around the inside part, which surrounds your stoma. This helps prevent leakages, and I highly recommend using these. So once you get this on, you could put this on first or put it on all together. I normally just put this on first and then cover it with cover my stoma with paper towel or gauze or something so it doesn't leak everywhere before I get the bag on. And then you clip the bag on. Here's the back of it, and these are just belt loops, and this is a tab that's easier for you to pull off the bag. You could cut it off if you don't use any of those, if they bother you, but they're not really a big deal. So you clip it on, and you hear clip. Sometimes you don't hear a snap or anything, so I would just check all the sides and make sure it doesn't it's not coming up anywhere. And this Wafer also, it has a floating flange, so when this is on you, it's actually easier you can pull up on this part and actually clip it in instead of pressing it against your body. But this is what it looks like. In the beginning, the Hollister Wafer with the tape irritated my skin a lot and left a rash and was itchy. So I switched and I started using this kind, and these are pretty much the same thing. They just don't have the tape like this one does, and they're the same size and everything. But my rash was always where the tape is, so this helped me. This is all waxy material. It's the same thing that's on the inside of here. It's just covering the whole thing. I did not really like using these because showering was difficult, since it didn't have the tape, and the tape serves more as like a waterproof barrier, in the shower it just kept pulling up, and it got like soggy and gross, and would start to leak eventually after a few days. I'd be sleeping and I'd wake up and have a leak because it seeped right through this. So this isn't the strongest thing. So if you do decide to use these ones, I would probably recommend some other kind of tape as a reinforcement on the outside of it. Here are some other ones. I haven't used these yet, or haven't even tried them yet, but just want to show you as an example. This is a mini pouch, and it's opaque. It's also smaller, so I can't even try it now if I want to. This one might be good if you want to go to the beach or something. This one does have a filter. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I don't use filters with any of my bags if I can avoid them. And the back of all the Hollister bags too, I forgot to mention, have like a comfort panel. So it's like a softer material, so it's not like plastic against your skin. Here is an example of their 12-inch pouch, I think it is. Same size as the other one, and it's opaque, so then you don't see any of the stool or anything in there. The bottom of it's like a brown tinted too, so you don't see through that either. In the hospital, the ostomy nurses first told me this as like a tip, and definitely think it's a good one. When you first get this, before you put it on, flip it this way and make like a crease in there, the opposite direction. So then when you unroll it, it's a lot easier to empty like that. Otherwise it gets like all over the place and it's messier. So that's the way I'd recommend doing it. Opens like that, and then you roll it up. Yeah, and then snap the bottom. It's like a little Velcro-ish type thing. And then you're all good. And this one can be emptied multiple times throughout the day, and you could keep the same bag or change it as often as you want, since it's the clip-on. In the description box, I'll put a list of all the products and the reference numbers that I used, just in case you're interested in using them.